guys, I'm gonna tell you why this is my most fun bike in the garage, a Supermoto. But some of you may be asking, CycleCruza, what is a Supermoto? Basically, a Supermoto in its rawest form is to take a dirt bike like this 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX, take off the dirt wheels, put on 17-inch Supermoto wheels with the rear wheel having a cush drive, putting on an oversized rotor, changing the gearing. I currently have this at 13 teeth in the front sprocket, 44 teeth for the rear sprocket. Stock is 50. 44 teeth is absolutely perfect, where you could do highway, road, you could do a little bit of everything. I love it. I think it's absolutely perfect. And also, you have to make it street legal, of course. I did a full build series with this particular bike. I'll include that video link in the description and comment section of this video. And basically what it turns this bike into is a narrow, lightweight, hard accelerating, they can handle the corners with extreme lean angles, and it has a long travel suspension where you can go off-road, do bumps, jumps, any type of terrain, and turns it into the most fun motorcycle that you can own. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you should try a Supermoto. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. Watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
Woo! Oh, I love this bike, baby. I'm gonna tell you guys, but number one reason why you should try a Supermoto is because you will get bored with riding street bikes after so many years.
Don't get me wrong, riding sport bikes and cruisers is really fun out here on the streets, but after so many years of street-only riding, it can get a bit stale.
Diversity is a spice of life. And I will tell you, this bike is so lightweight, about 265 pounds or less in its Supermoto form, and it feels like a rocket-powered mountain bike. The thing is powerful. It can do 105 on the highway. 105. Number two, it's the best slow riding fun that you can have. It's just torquey as all hell, hard accelerate, like I said. Woo! Good times, baby. Just having good, man. Throw it around the corners. Good times, baby. Woo! Woo! Good times, baby. Get some slide action up in here. Woo! Good times, baby. The best slow ride fun you can have, and you go anywhere, baby. But that brings me to number three. But anyways, number three is it's versatile on nearly any terrain, man. Street, grass, some donut action. Let me get dirt. You can ride up staircases. You can do a little bit of anything, baby. Woo! Number four. Number four, it's versatile bike. Basically, you can take the Supermoto wheels off, put the dirt wheels back on, and go ride motocross track and trails, and have a good time, baby. Number five, you can bust wheelies. over. Woo! Good times, baby. Bust all kind of wheelies in every gear. Good times, man. Woo! Number 6. Cornering is more fun because you can do extreme lean angles. You can really throw this bike around the corners.
Number 7.
The bike is more durable. You can drop it, pick it up, no problems, and keep riding and have a good time. Woo! Good times, baby. You can beat on it. It's cheap to fix, super easy to fix up, cheap to replace the plastics. And that brings me to number 8, is it's noob friendly. It will give new riders basically all the confidence in the world, because you don't have to worry about you don't care if you drop the bike because it's cheap. Woo! You can bust wheelies, you can have fun around the corners, low-sided, who cares? Pick it back up and keep riding it, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. And for new riders, that will give all the confidence in the world to a new rider, is to know they're on a bike that they don't care if they drop it because it's cheap and easy to fix, and it's super lightweight, easy to handle. It's very easy for a new rider to learn on. And don't worry about the seat height. I know some of you guys worried about seat height. Woo! Yeah, baby. So you can go around them corners tight. Look at that. Woo! Go around there tight. Then you can rip on that throttle. Woo! And these things go fast. They will. Mine tops out 105, and it gets there fast too, boy. But for new riders, you can do everything on this bike. New riders, I'm telling you, this is the best bike to start on. Of course, I want you to get sport bikes. I want you to get cruisers. I want you to get them all. Like I said, diversity is a spice of life, baby. You know what I'm saying? See here, I can go right off here, boom, no problem. Get some little bit of slide action up in here. Woo! Good times, baby. But that brings me to number 9. As far as it being cheap, super cheap to insure for everybody of all ages. We're talking about, I pay, I think, $110 a year full coverage. Like I said, for all ages. These are not threatening bikes. These are not like sport bikes. They rate at a higher rate because so many people, so many noobs out here get their butts handed to them, man, for trying to do some street rossi action or not knowing how to, having the skills to ride a fast bike. And that runs the insurance rates up, as where these bikes, people generally, they don't really, you know, people, they don't get killed on these. They may get hurt and fall off on the road or do something, whatever, but generally people usually stay safer on these bikes. And cops don't bother you, by the way, man. That's another point. I have never gotten harassed. Cops don't even look my way. Let's see, you got the cop there, baby. He didn't even look at me, baby. That's what I love about this bike. The cops don't look at me. Oh my, Supermoto. I even had a cop come to me one time and talk about how he loved dirt bikes and everything. But that brings me to the last point, is that for racing, for those of you who want to go to racetrack, they have some Supermoto only racetracks that are generally run on the go-kart tracks. They usually have tighter turns. They don't have the long, the long speedways like the other, tracks. And but generally, from my understanding, they're a lot cheaper. And also, it's going to be a lot cheaper to run this bike too. Racing it, because the tires are going to last longer than on a sport bike. You're going to be able to, you can drop the bike, like I said, usually pick it right back up and have fun on the bike. And no problems, usually. And if it is damaged, it's easy and super cheap to fix. This is the best bang for your buck bike. The only con that I have for you with this particular, these true raw dirt bikes that are converted to Supermoto, is they do require a bit more maintenance. However, not as much as dirt bikes in dirt bike form. Like if this was if I was running this only in dirt, obviously you have to do a bit more you know, maintenance on it. You're going to have to do, now oil changes are rated in hours on this bike, not miles, but oil changes are super easy on this bike. On the street you can get by with 15-hour oil changes, no problem. And I haven't checked the valves on this bike yet, man. I've got what, about almost 500 miles on the bike. Like I said, I have 4 bikes, so I split my time between the bikes. I haven't checked the valves yet, guys. Bike's fine. The good thing about Yamaha bikes, and why I recommend to go with something like this 2019 YZ450FX, is because these the YZs are known to keep their valves in spec. They are known to stay in spec for a long period of time. I'm going to do a test like I told you guys in a previous video way back. I'm going to do an extreme test. I'm going to go a whole year without checking the valves. I will do a top end at about 150 hours, and at that time I will have valve checks, and I'll let you know how they are. But from my understanding, when valves tighten up, generally you'll have starting problems or whatnot. If you go look on YouTube, there's tons of videos with guys that check them after 150, 200 hours, and the valves don't even move, man. Of course, you got to clean the air filter every now and then. I'll tell you, I really look forward to the days I ride my YZ. Generally, I like to ride this bike after I ride the super bikes. This is like my dessert bike. Just because I don't recommend this as a main bike if you're going to commute on it every day. If you're going to do that, then you better go with a Supermoto that has lower maintenance intervals, like but it is a lot heavier. Is that like a KTM 690 Enduro R, a Husqvarna 701 Supermoto, and of course the Suzuki DRZ 400, and you have WR250X. You know, those bikes, but those bikes are heavier. The KTM 690 Enduro R, that bike is faster, but it is heavy. That's like 350 pounds compared to this is like 260 pounds. And believe me, you feel the difference, man. But if you're just crapping around here, not getting too crazy off-road or anything, you'll probably be fine on a heavier bike, and there'll be a lot less maintenance. You can run that, you can commute on that bike, no problem. And of course, the DRZ 400 and the WR250R, those bikes, generally they're a lot slower, but the maintenance is super low, and they're still fun, and they're a lot heavier too. You know, the WR250R is 290, which isn't too bad, but the DRZ is 320, and so there's a lot of choices, you know, for Supermotos that you can go with. I highly recommend you guys just get out there and try a Supermoto. It's the best fun that you'll have, I guarantee you guys. But for those of you guys who want to get my gear, like this neck brace, my dual sport helmet, my jersey, CE armor jacket that's underneath here, my camo pants, leather jackets, cameras, all my stuff, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website at CycleCruza.com, click on the menu tab, my gear, and that's links to all of my stuff.
Thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.